Hello. Oh, fuck, let me just this. I am coming to you a little pissed off. Let me double check. Okay. I just got done talking for about 15, 20 minutes and forgot to hit record. So, that's awesome. And I hate fucking trying to repeat something that I just said because it's a flash in the pan type thing. Say it once, can't say it again. It's not going to come out the same. It's not going to be natural. So, fuck it. Some of that stuff is lost forever, and I'm the only person that heard it, and I already forgot what I said, so it's gone forever. Oh, anyway, fuck, that sucks. We are still here in the middle of the Corona lockdown 2020. Most of us are staying at home, staying away from people, and trying to, quote, flatten the curve. I say most of us because I still see on Facebook and out when I've had to go to the pharmacy that people are not taking it serious and still doing stupid shit. You definitely should not be having people at your house. You definitely should not be going to other people's houses. You definitely should not be going to stores just to fucking peruse. And people are still doing all of those. And I don't even know what to say. I spoke about it for a few minutes when I didn't record. But I don't even want to talk about it because it's just so fucking stupid. Just stay safe. Try to think about other people other than just yourself. Realize that just because you feel okay doesn't mean you aren't spreading something. And just because the other person says they feel okay doesn't mean they're not spreading something. The reason this is getting worse is because of those reasons right there, because people aren't taking it serious. We can literally just do nothing for a few weeks, and hopefully everything will go back to normal, but everybody keeps fucking it up. And people compare it to the flu and stupid shit like that. That's so dumb. They're not even comparable. They're not the same thing. They haven't been around the same amount of time. They're not spread the same way. They're not spread at the same ferocity, whatever. They're not spread the same. There we go. If you look at New York, somewhere close to 50% of all of our cases in the United States are all in New York. That shows you right there how big of a difference it makes if you are all congested and keep being near people. Look how fast it spread and how much worse it got there and how much overwhelming the hospitals and everything it is. The flu doesn't do that. You can look at numbers for the entire country and try to compare them, but that means nothing. You can look at numbers for the entire world and try to compare them, but that means nothing. Look at little areas and how it's affecting people. Like New York. Look how bad it is there. The flu does not do that. But of course, people are going to still say, bullshit, blah, 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 blah. And they're still going to do dumb shit like walk around Target and just shop for fun and dumb shit like that. And have parties and barbecues and god damn it. It doesn't help that our piece of shit dumbass president didn't take it serious for a while and still fucking brags about his ratings during this and jokes about not contacting states because they don't appreciate him. Jesus fucking Christ. If you still stand up for that guy right now, I just don't know what the fuck to tell you. You just don't want to see it. He's such a fucking baby. If you were the president, you're supposed to actually care for and help the people no matter what. You don't not help a certain state because they don't like you. You fucking pussy. I fucking hate that guy. And it has nothing. All you fucking retards. Oh, you fucking Democrat. You fucking. Shut the fuck up. It has nothing to do with him being Republican. It has nothing to do with what I am because I'm not anything because I don't fucking join a clique because I'm not 10 years old. Y'all that like put yourself in a fucking box, you're a dumbass. That's the dumbest thing you can do. For one, if you claim you're one of them, guess what? Somebody's going to assume a million things about you because you put yourself in that box already. Nobody agrees 100% with what everybody's going to assume you agree with when you say you're Democrat or Republican. It's really dumb. It's really dumb to claim one of those. Like, if you're a politician running for one of those ballots, or one of those parties, that's one thing. But you as just a regular fucking person walking around saying, oh, I'm a Republican, is fucking stupid. You're nothing. You're a person. You have some thoughts. You have some ideas. You have some opinions. You aren't any of those. You don't work in the public sector. You don't work for nothing. Nothing. That matters not at all. Quit fucking saying it. And just because somebody thinks Trump is a fucking retard does not mean you're some fucking libtard, socialist, Democrat, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. He's a fucking idiot. Doesn't matter who you are. He's a fucking idiot. I watched one of his live things the other day, and he literally said nobody knows what coronavirus is. He said, you can call it, I don't remember the exact words, but it was like, you can call it a cough, you can call it a flu, you can call it a virus, you can call it a cold. I don't know if anybody really knows what it is. Yes, they do. You just don't because you're stupid. Oh, yeah, and by the way, if you're listening to this and you're offended by this, and I'm so sorry. Oh, shut the fuck up. Anyway, enough of that. I hope everyone's finding something fun to do during this time since we're sticking around the house for y'all that are actually sticking around the house. I've been playing Animal Crossing a lot, which I have a lot of friends that are playing it. It's actually really fun. If you haven't played it before, and you have a Switch, you should look into it. If you don't have a Switch, good luck trying to get one if you're trying to get one, because apparently everybody's sold out on them because everybody wants one while they're sitting at home, which is a great idea to have one, but it sucks that everybody's getting sold out now. I know they're not on Amazon, Target, Walmart. It's like really hard to find them anywhere. I'm assuming they'll all get back in stock soon, but we'll see. But if you do have a Switch and you don't have Animal Crossing, and you want a little time killer type game that's pretty fun, and you don't have to put like a bunch into it. You don't have to be like a professional gamer. You don't have to put a bunch of time into it unless you want to. You can put a bunch of time and do random shit. You don't have to play the game. Like, you can just nonchalantly play a little bit here and there. It's really fun. Look into it. If you have played Animal Crossing before on any of the old systems, DS or Wii or GameCube or any of those, it's really similar. They have some new things like visiting your friends' islands. I say new. I don't think that was on anything else, but I don't know. I think it's been since at least Wii, maybe even GameCube since I played. So, but for the most part, it's similar. It's the same concept. The customizing is really cool because you can go on the website and create you can customize your own clothes and wallpaper and shit like that, and then scan it with the Switch app and put it into the game, which that's really cool. Customized my room into a big turtle lair. Yeah, it's really fun though, especially for a little time killer if you just want to sit around for an hour or something and just kind of veg out and do that and play a game for a little while. Sorry guys. It's really fun. I definitely recommend it. And if you do get it, if I'm not on your friends list already, hit me up so we can be friends. You can go to each other's islands and exchange stuff and gift stuff and just hang out with or wang out. Unless you're a girl, then with your I don't know. Nothing rhymes with wang. But yeah, pretty cool game. Also, just FYI, the Switch, the store has a shitload of games right now on sale for like really good prices. I know I bought Drawful for like 10 cents or something. It's usually $10. Or maybe 90 cents. I don't remember. Either way, it was less than $1. And that game I used to play on cell phone, I think. And it was really fun. So I haven't played it yet on Switch because I've just been playing Animal Crossing, but it's a really cool game to get for as cheap as it is right now. Shitload of other games that I did not buy right now because I don't want to get overwhelmed and buy too many games and then try to play like more than one game at a time. Sorry, I have to take a drink. Because I have a bad habit of doing that. I get into like more than one game, and then I like leave one game behind, and yeah, I don't want to do that again. If anybody has any suggestions for other games that are just like, no, I just said I don't want to play multiple games. Don't give me any suggestions. Fuck off. Don't tell me anything. But yeah, it's a really fun game. So I recommend it to anybody to look it up at least and see if it's something you might be interested in. Also for this downtime, I haven't started yet, but I got some clay and paint and like molding wire or whatever the fuck they call it, like bendable wire. I'm gonna try to get into making like custom accessories and stuff for my like turtle figures and stuff. I'm in some groups of people that collect, and some of them did some custom. Like one of them, there's a drummer. Oh fuck, who's the drummer? Raphael, and someone made a custom drum set for him and painted it and made it out of like clay and cardboard and stuff like that, and it came out really fucking cool. Because they never actually made a drum set for him. He just came with like drumsticks or something, and it was really cool. I thought that'd be really cool because whenever we move and I set up shelving and stuff, I want to display all my figures, and it'd be really cool to have some like accessories and stuff with them to make them like actually be doing something other than just standing there. So yeah, I think that'd be cool. Plus it would just be fun because Ellie likes playing with clay and stuff, so we can just do that as like a family thing, make stuff out of clay. And mine can just be functional. So if anybody messes with clay or painting like figures or anything like that that's listening to this, hit me up with any kind of like tips and tricks and pointers or anything that you might have, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I just kind of did a quick Google search of what type of paint to buy and stuff like that. So I don't really know anything. I know a lot of it's just like learn as you go. There's no like real special tools. People use like different. I've seen like videos on YouTube of people that I follow, and they use like random shit for tools and stuff. It's pretty cool. But yeah. Definitely want to at least practice with it and see where it goes, see if I'm interested in it. I might end up being so bored with it that I never do it again. Who knows? One other thing that I did to kill some time is yesterday I went into my shed. I was actually looking for something specific that I did not find, but I don't know why I said in the meantime, but I did find a folder full of stuff from when I was a kid, like drawings and a story that I wrote and a poem book. Now, the story that I wrote, I haven't read it recently. I'm probably going to read it later today or tomorrow or something, and I think next week on the podcast I might read the story. It's like maybe 5 to 10 minutes to read the whole story. It's not huge, but I want to go over it just because I want to get I want to read it no matter what. I don't care how shitty it might be. I remember when I wrote it and when we did it in class though, the teacher gave me 100 and she wrote, let me see what she wrote on it. She wrote super story. I do remember though, like getting praise for the story because apparently it was really good, really well written. And I kind of remember small things about it in my head right now, but I don't remember the whole thing. But I used to really be into writing like these crazy stories, and I'm not so much into it now. I mean, I kind of am. I want to write crazy stories to film. I want to turn them into little movies. I don't necessarily like just writing anymore. I want to write something to turn it into a movie, which is some things I'm working on. Fuck this. When I read this, I might end up turning this into a little short movie. That would be kind of hilarious to do because let me see if there's a date on this. When did I make this? I don't have a date on here. Oh no, this will only take like 5 minutes to read. It's not very big. Not even 5 minutes. Oh shit, I wrote this with my friend Colby. I gotta reach out to him. Okay, Colby was in my class in that's second grade. Yeah, I think second grade. So I was probably like 8 years old or so. Is that how old you are in second grade? I don't fucking know. I think I was like 8th grade when 8 years old or so when I wrote this. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll read that next podcast. I don't want to read this one because I want to go over it first and kind of get an idea of like if there's any characters in it, so I can kind of like fuck around with character voices and stuff like that. But one other thing that I did find is a poem book. Actually, before I get to that, I found a bunch of drawings that I did too, of mostly Garfield and a couple Dragon Ball Z things. These aren't all my drawings from a kid, but for some reason I had these in this folder. And they're pretty funny. They're all from when I was like 5 years old. Oh, no. The Garfield and Dragon Ball Z I was older, obviously. But I found some other drawings, a little book of when I was 5 years old, and they're pretty hilarious. I'm going to post pictures of all this stuff on my Instagram/Facebook page, so if anybody wants to see these drawings and stuff, you'll be able to see them there. They're pretty funny. The drawings obviously are not great, especially the 5-year-old ones. The Garfields and stuff like that aren't bad. I don't remember how old I was. Actually, I think one of them... Oh, no, the date was on the 5-year-old one. So, I want to say I was probably 10-ish when I did like the Garfield ones, and then maybe closer to 12 or 13 when I did the Dragon Ball Z ones. I don't think I watched Dragon Ball Z until I was like a preteen or a teenager. So, yeah, there's that. But anyway, they're pretty cool. I'll post pictures of those on the Instagram whenever I release this. So, I'm getting to my poem book. It is an acrostic book. If you don't know what acrostic is, it's the ones where like you spell a word out and the letters in the word spell out a word in the poem, usually like the first letter. So like if it's book, then the books are cool. Oh, yes, they are. Oh, yes, they are. Okay. That was a terrible one. But yeah, each letter in the word is usually the first letter in the next line. Not always the first, as is apparent to the ones I'm about to read to you guys. So I'm going to describe this book, but I also am going to post pictures of it. It's construction paper with hole punch and then like yarn to tie the pages together. It's just like 3 or 4 pages. And the front of it says acrostic book, and then using the O in acrostic is the second O in the word book to cross it through it. And then for some fucking weird reason, there's just like lines going down the whole thing and then randomly a couple smiley faces. I don't know what I was going for there. All right. The first one, I'm assuming it was around October because the name of this poem is, oh no, you know what? This was a long time ago, so I could be 100% wrong, but I think it was, they were each themed. Like the first one was supposed to be themed like your favorite month. The second one is just your name. And the third one is something you like. Something along those lines. So I'm going to go with that. So mine is October. Orange leaves, green leaves, great and small. Cold winds, hot winds. This is fall. Tomorrow is Halloween. Ghosts and goblins scare. Big ghost and big goblins trying to give you a scare. But remember, they're not really there. I emphasized some weird letters on some of those. That's because those are the letters that I used in the word October. So the O, the E, and the R are not the first letter in the line. They're randomly other words in the line. Or in other words in the line. So yeah, that was a great poem. This next one is... Okay, I was 10 years old when I wrote this, by the way, because this gave it away. So this is my name, Brian. Brave, which is he. Remember him as thee. Intelligent, funny, and exciting 10-year-old. And then, I don't know what's going on. I drew a picture of like a stick figure and then like a vampire cat or something. And then there's like a word bubble coming out of it. And it looks like it's a G and then two H's. Or maybe it's an A. I don't know what the fuck that is. But anyway, you'll see that too on my Instagram. And then the last one, I believe, was something you like. And mine is candy. And only the C and the N are the first words of the line. The rest of them are not, which is whatever. So, candy. Whoa, that's really weird. Okay. Cavities is what you'll get if you eat too much candy. Nothing can get them away, so a dentist may be handy. Do you want any candy? It's kind of like a horror story, like fucking trying to scare you into not eating candy or something. And then I drew a candy cane that's a terrible drawing of a candy cane, and then just like a swirly piece of, I'm assuming, supposed to be like a peppermint or something, and then literally just a square or a rectangle, and it says Big Jew. Yeah, I'll take some pictures of those and post those up. I'm not going to post a picture of the book of the story because I think I'm going to talk about that on my next podcast, so I'm not even going to post a picture of that, but I'll post a picture of some of the drawings and the poem I just read because it's pretty funny. And with the whole writing thing, like I was talking about, I do want to get back into writing, but I don't want to write like super detailed things. I want to write like storyboards so that I can film them. I definitely want to get into doing little short movies here and there. I'd love to do it I would love to have some friends that want to get in on it too. I also want to do some 100% by myself where I play different characters. I just think that's really funny. I really kind of want to start like a series where like I make like an episodic kind of series that I put on YouTube. And what's funny is I just got done watching People Just Do Nothing on Netflix. I'd never heard of it until it was on Netflix, but apparently it's like some award-winning show over in the UK. But it's fucking hilarious. I know I have some friends that can't listen to British accents for whatever reason, but this show is amazing. It's kind of like Trailer Park Boys / The Office, like that kind of vibe where like people, they know they're being recorded. And I don't know, it's a group of guys that have their own like underground radio station, and it's like garage music, and they're like, one of them's like a rapper kind of for the music, a couple of them are DJs or whatever. And it's just, they're all like in their early to mid 30s or late 20s, and this is like all they do. They don't have jobs or anything, so it's just like the shenanigans they get into and stuff. I really, really, really recommend it. It's fucking hilarious. And I found out last night that they're filming a movie right now that's supposed to come out in August. So that is awesome, and I cannot wait for that. One of the reasons I brought it up is because I have an idea for something I've been wanting to do for a long time, like a little short movie or um a recurring like episodic show or something, and it's real similar to People Just Do Nothing. Not the story as far as like being DJs and stuff like that, but just like the vibe to it. Real similar, like people that are just like kind of clueless about their surroundings, but are real passionate about what they're doing, but just don't realize that nobody else really thinks it's as great as they think it is. If you can do that correctly, it's so funny. Think of like Michael Scott in The Office. He's so passionate about a lot of things that he does, and he thinks he's hilarious. He thinks the things he does is great, but nobody agrees with him. But he's so clueless to it that he still sticks to everything he's doing, and does not realize it. And it's that's kind of like the same vibe People Just Do Nothing have, and it's really good, really 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 good. I definitely recommend anybody to watch it. You have plenty of time right now. It's 5 seasons, but each season's only like 6 episodes, so you can watch it really fast. I finished the whole thing in 2 weeks, and that was only watching like an episode here and there. I don't binge like a bunch of episodes in a row. I think I watched 2 episodes in a row, maybe 2 or 3 times. I usually just watch one here and there. So it's not a super long show. You can easily finish it in a couple weeks. I definitely recommend it. Like I said, super funny. And if you watch it and like it, or if you've already watched it and like it, keep an eye out for the movie, because that is going to be pretty badass. I read a generic plot of it. They go to Japan. I don't know why. I don't know if they're just going on vacation or what, but they find out that one of their songs got really big in Japan, and they use it on a game show. So they're like big in Japan. I think that's the name of the movie they're calling it. It's like People Just Do Nothing Big in Japan, or Corrupt FM Big in Japan, or something like that. But that's I'm so excited for that, because I already want to start the show over and watch it a second time. But I need to watch Tiger King first. I've seen so much about it, and everybody says how fucking wild it is. I definitely need to watch that, so I will be watching that sometime here soon. Maybe start it tonight as well. So we'll see about that. We're pushing up on 30 minutes now. I guess I'm going to go ahead and call this a quits. If anybody has any suggestions they want to hear me talk about, or wants to be on an episode, call in and record with me, or any bullshit like that, let me know. Otherwise, I will be back next Monday. Peace.